Az interjú részletek a Nova harmadik évadának záró epizódjából származnak, és Matthew Brown legfontosabb kijelentéseit tartalmazzák. A teljes kontextusért nézd meg a Jelenség címet viselő 3/19-es részt. Következzen most Matthew Brown és a Weaponized Podcastban nemrég, 2025 májusában napvilágot látott 3 részes interjú. Matthew Brown korábban a Pentagonnál és a Külügyminisztériumnál dolgozott hivatalosan. Csaknem véletlenül került kapcsolatba egy olyan dokumentummal és információs hálózattal, amely alapjaiban rendítette meg világnézetét, és végül feladta a karrierjét, hogy a nyilvánosság elé álljon.
Az interjú első részében Brown elmondja, hogy a jóépi titkosítás mögött egy párhuzamos valóság húzódik meg, amely hírszerző ügynökségek, katonai egységek, tudományos intézmények és védelmi vállalatok összefonódásából áll. Ez a rendszer önfenntartóvá vált, és a titkolózást már nem csak stratégiai okokból tartják fenn, hanem egyfajta torz, irracionális lendület hajtja. A belső programok gyakran annyira szeparáltak, hogy még az azonos irodában dolgozók sem látnak bele egymás munkájába. Brown egy véletlenül rosszul címkézett dokumentum révén futott bele az Immaculate Constellation nevű anyagba, amely szerint létezik egy szupertitkos, UFO begyűjtési és visszafejtési program. Erről már részletesen beszámoltunk ezen a csatornán. Az interjú második részében azt tudhatjuk meg, hogy Brown megpróbálta jelenteni az Immaculate Constellation dokumentumot. Felettese azonban pánikba esett, és azt mondta, töröld ki. Később már nyoma sem volt a fájlnak a szerveren, és semmilyen hivatalos jegyzőkönyv nem készült. A fordulópont az volt, amikor Brown hozzáfért titkosított szenátusi meghallgatások jegyzőkönyveihez, ahol Sean Kirkpatrick, az Arrow volt igazgatója, félrevezető válaszokat adott Rubio, Gillibrand és Warren szenátoroknak. Rubio kérdése így hangzott. Tényleg 60 éve futtatják ezt kongresszusi felügyelet nélkül? Ez a felismerés sokkolta Brownt, és tudatosította benne, hogy a jelenség valós, és a kongresszust is megtévesztették. Brown ezután írt egy részletes jelentést, amelyben felsorolta a UAP bizonyítékok 7 kategóriáját, leírta az Immaculate Constellation működését, és javaslatokat tett arra, hogyan lehetne ezt kongresszusi szinten ellenőrizni. A jelentést benyújtotta a külügyminisztériumon keresztül, ahol egyetlen mondatos választ kapott. Folytathatja. Mivel azonban hónapokig nem történt semmi, sőt fenyegetéseket is kapott, úgy döntött, hogy saját biztonsága érdekében a nyilvánosság elé áll, és megkereste Michael Schellenberger újságírót. A jelentést előbb átadta a kongresszusnak és a külügynek, majd csak ezután publikálta Schellenberger segítségével. Az interjú harmadik részében elmeséli, hogyan került a jelentés a kongresszusi jegyzőkönyvben, miként éli meg a jelenlegi helyzetet, és mit gondol az idegenekről. Hogy tényleg átélhessük színrelépésének és gondolatainak valódi súlyát, hallgassunk meg tőle néhány részletet eredeti nyelven, magyar felirattal.
What is it like to have absolute knowledge that not only UFOs are real, that we've been hiding that our government has controlled that information away from the base human population, and that there is another intelligence that is engaging humanity straight up. What does that feel like, being one of the people that knows that and doesn't suspect that?
It's weird going to the supermarket. Okay. Even more, it's bizarre to work in government and see legions of people who have no clue about any of this, and no clue that they are being deceived.
So as a human being, why should people believe you?
Well, as a human being, I feel like I'm genuine, putting myself out there, sacrificing my future and my past and a lot of what I have now to do this for no gain. It is true. And I can't think of anything more pressing for our nation to come to terms with than the fact that we have been deceived and our rights taken away to protect the privileges of an elite few. I am not going to live my life knowing that I could have helped prevent another generation of America and humanity from living in ignorance.
Are you scared? Are you scared now coming forward? Are you scared?
I mean, it comes in waves.
Okay.
So yes, but I make a conscious effort every day to not let fear rule my life and my deeds. So yes, I'm scared, but this is the right thing. It's the necessary thing. And I was raised right.
You think that by talking to us, it's possible that you might have some protection in that if somebody cuts your brake lines and you go off a cliff, at least there's going to be somebody looking into it and raise some hell about it.
You know, if that happens, don't try too hard. Focus on the mission.
You think anybody has been killed because they knew too much on this topic?
Yes, I believe and I think, and I could probably help someone else prove it.
Mm-hmm.
But lethal action has been taken against people that tried to get the truth out.
It's got to be painful.
Yeah, it is. I don't think it will stop being, although hopefully time is its own salve.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to spend that time with my wife, my family, not in a cell or in the ground. But, you know, this is bigger than me. It's bigger than us. This is the fate of our people. And to me, I'm willing to pay that price. There's more than me. More will come. I could say more if I wanted to. Hopefully this rises to a level of public attention that demands it be addressed in a serious way. I can't cause that alone. Other people will, but more need to come. And I think at this point, I'd like to say directly to the members of our military and our intelligence community, the time is now where you must choose whether you honor your oath or your orders. And if you have courage, you already know the answer. But for the rest of you, lead, follower, get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Fél perc szünet, szusszanjunk egyet. Ha tetszik a Nova csatorna, jelképesen támogathatod Sós Dóra munkáját egy kávéval, vagy lehetsz csatornatag is. Linket a videó alatt találsz. De hálás köszönet jár azért is, ha megosztod ezt a videót, hogy a Nonhumán Valóság műsorát mások is megismerhessék. Köszönjük, hogy itt vagy.
You have thoughts about big picture stuff, who they are. Is it more than one they? Is it us from the future, ETs, interdimensionals? Do you think there's anybody in government who knows? And if they do know, is there any reason why this should stay secret? Or at least some of it should stay secret that the public cannot handle?
No. The only reason for secrecy is fear and greed. And that is the paradigm that we must confront and overcome. As for the public and what their reaction might be to this information, good, bad, indifference, I think we already have our answer. It's going to be indifference.
Mm-hmm.
Unless the stakes are made clear.
You're an absolutist. You like rip the Band-Aid off.
There's no Band-Aid. There's no wound.
Mm-hmm.
This is not about protecting, healing. This is about power and control. This isn't about trying to save what's good. It's about getting rid of what's evil. Strategic deterrence has migrated out of, has evolved from being relying on nuclear weapons as the pinnacle.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we have, and others, have developed the means to maybe utilize nuclear reactions to create some very dangerous effects through directed energy.
Your concern is directed energy weaponry.
Among many. But when it comes to WMDs and relations to this technology, I think we have been successful in both deriving new science that we have then suppressed to preserve a strategic advantage.
Somebody was flying these things that crashed. Somebody built these things that are being reverse engineered. Who's that somebody? And why don't they come forward? I mean, you may not have seen that in a document or a file or something somewhere, but you've thought about it. You're a smart guy. What are your thoughts on the big picture questions?
I think I have a good degree of confidence that the reason they're here is us. I think life, especially sentient life, is a precious thing. And I think to some, it might be a resource. I think humanity to some level is a resource for them.
Like a commodity?
Possibly a commodity, possibly form of entertainment, possibly medical related.
Think they live here?
Yes.
For all intents and purposes?
Yes.
Always?
I don't know about always, but it certainly appears that they have been here for most of recorded history. At least some element of this has been here for most of human recorded history. I think they're both just as powerful as we think, but also less. And I think there is not a single they here. Certainly multiple factions of the same species, if not multiple species. So I have been exposed to no direct information on the anatomy, biology, intentions, culture, politics.
Never came across those files?
Never came across those. I think those are all some of the deepest secrets.
Right. They would be if this is correct information.
Mm-hmm. What I have learned is that we live in a dream, a carefully constructed reality. We make use of a science that is tightly controlled and suppressed and distorted. I think we are left behind.
Humans.
I think normies, the normal humans, the people have been left behind. Us.
Mm-hmm.
People need to understand that we might have freedom of speech, but that has been subverted. We do not have freedom of inquiry. We are blocked from learning what we need to know. Just in the public world, we are blocked from advancing in science. We are taught false science intentionally to prevent us from learning more. We live in the Matrix. It's just much more boring than the movie.
What do you want people to know right now? Like, what do you want people to know if you're just like fucking on?
You are not free. And this reality has far more to it than you have been allowed to believe. And God is real.